What's that?
Oh, Marie, you've got to stop this. Oh,
This that, Marie?
hell, man. Marie, yeah, Marie's cracking jokes already.
Oh, for God's sake.
I know, it's terrible, she is.
Right, are we live?
Find it.
Yay, we're live. It says live, look. Yay.
Right, so the next question is, how do we see the chat?
You should see chat come up somewhere.
Comments, there we go. Is that it? Yeah?
There you go, look.
Here we go. There's no one in chat yet. No one's watching yet.
No, I knew
they're all
on
the old link.
Yeah, they're all on the other
Mandy!
Come on. That's better.
That live stream was really good.
Well done, Mandy.
Hi, Mandy.
Mandy, do you want to come on?
Got people in. I don't want to be the host, anyone. Anyone can be the host today.
It's your channel.
Your channel. I'm on holiday.
I know. Welcome to our Fishkeeping. We keep fish here.
Eduardo.
Anyone wants to come on, I'll send you the link.
I hate how the camera goes the opposite way. Like when you look, do you know when you move the camera, it's the opposite?
Yeah, I do that with my hands.
I hate that.
Try and point at something.
Yes.
Hi, Richard.
This one.
Hi, Richard.
Good. Thanks for
good.
That's awesome.
Yay.
I want to say a big thank you to Arnold as well, because he's like the master at this live stream stuff. And Haley as well. Haley did really well. Let's get rid of the tripod. Look at this, the drunken tripod.
Ooh.
The drunk tripod.
Yeah. Drunk tripod 101. That should be next video. Look, it's sneaking in.
This one's not too bad.
I think we're going to... Are you getting in? Why are you not coming on? She's being shy now. Ooh, that's a cool one.
That's my tiny one.
Yeah,
and then you're on
big one. Then.
Yeah, we heard.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I'm trying to get Haley on the camera again.
Come on, Haley, look.
Come on, Haley.
There you go.
So where's the fish, guys? Hi.
There you go, look, it's all professional now, look.
Hi, Smallfish16. I don't know your actual name, but hello.
Yeah, hi, Smallfish.
Hi, Smallfish. I have subscribed. Actually, I'll drop your link in the chat.
That's awesome.
Ivana says an echo from Marie. Thanks.
It could be from me as well.
Ignore him. He's probably just talking nonsense.
What, Eduardo?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Just ignore him.
You do realise now, Dave, that I can create you some thumbnails.
That'd be awesome.
For your lives now.
That'd be awesome, man, because I've got absolutely no idea how to do that.
Jacob, is that you, Smallfish? Are you Jacob?
Yeah.
I can
Must
do it on the videos, so like the videos
like
they're full edits and stuff. I just do like a photo edit usually when the videos are there, but to do it on a live stream it's not something I know how to do.
Nikki, do you want to come on? Who wants to come on?
Andrew.
Mickey
Andrew's been cat.
Aquarium Daily.
Invite you, Andrew, because you're blind.
He's blind.
Do you want to come on, Andrew?
Get him in.
You wouldn't think that my discus have been free swimming for 2 weeks now.
Nice. How's it done with the Arnold?
Huh?
Have they been alright? Like, are they pretty hard to keep, or?
Nah, easy as anything. I haven't really done much to them.
What do you do when you're away? Have you got a family member to sort them out? Or?
He's brought them with him, look. He's in the background.
He's got a
Nah.
tool bag behind him.
Yeah. No, I've basically just put some holiday food in, just like a gel,
All right, yeah.
and they're constantly
Yeah.
nibbling it. Yeah. So, but yeah, they're doing really well, and you know they're now starting to get their shape and their colours.
Yeah.
So. And then Marie's
I've
just
got-
purchased her new boy, hadn't you, Marie?
My new boy, yeah. I said I wasn't going to get another better fish.
Mm.
Ah,
you
here we go.
Kept sending me photos,
Come on,
and this
show
one was
him.
really cute.
Is it
So cute.
camera shy, or do you want to show him?
There he is.
Oh,
Is it koi bear?
Yeah, it's a koi. Yeah,
Yeah, awesome.
that is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I've still got 38 left. So if you want any more, Marie, you just have to let me know.
No,
Any panel comes out, I've got about 150. So
didn't want that one.
Yes, you did. Don't lie.
I put your Anubius in the tank for now, Arnold.
Yeah,
I just poked them.
that's the one I sent to Andrew.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
we've got one like that.
Yeah, blue.
that's Donna's.
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
got one.
Donna.
From the last batch that I bred, Haley picked out the one that she likes, and that's very similar to that one.
The one that I got
Yeah.
out of that lot is an embellis. If you look that one up, it's exactly the same colours as that one. It's a type of wild better, but apparently this is what I've learned. So apparently, when you get a placat better, it comes from 3 different types of wild betters altogether. Embellis is one of them, and when we bred Bubbles is a placat Nemo koi better.
Mhm.
So
Nice.
the embellis came from Bubbles, the placat Nemo koi.
No.
I told you she knew more than me about bears.
Yeah.
And that's my breeding. Well, that's my breeding pair of angels.
Oh,
Nice.
look at them.
Are
They're
they
nice.
Oltons?
No, just zebras.
Oh, zebras. Yeah, I think I used to have some zebra angels at one point.
And there they are.
They're awesome. They are awesome. I need to get
So
some distance, man.
So cute.
I haven't got the space. I ain't got the space for him. That's the problem.
You don't. To be honest, I've bred them in a 30-litre tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're getting to the stage now where they're going to have to be. The parents are going to have to be moved. So I'm going to put them into their permanent home, and then I'm going to have to move my. Because I've got some betters which can live all together.
Yeah.
No fighting, nothing. So I'm going to move them into that 30-litre, and then move the fry into a bigger tank. So
Yeah, that'd be cool. That. I'm looking forward to seeing them grow up, Arnold, on your channel. They should be pretty awesome. Then.
yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait.
I think it's Jacob. It says, I need y'all to do a beginner's guide to start a planted tank, please. I recommend a video.
If you're going to start a beginner's guide to a planted tank, I would say probably start with some epiphyte plants. Just get a basic tank set up with some gravel. Get a few rocks or wood, driftwood, stuff like that. And you want to be looking for sort of Anubias or Java ferns, things like that. Something you can glue onto the rocks. They're fairly easy to grow, and you don't need any sort of complicated lighting or fertilizer. So that's a bit of a beginner's type of guide. If you're going to go for stem plants, anything sort of like Lindophilia sessiliflora is a really easy one to grow. They don't need much fertilizer or anything like that. Ritalas, some Ritalas, Ludwigias are pretty easy to go. As long as you stay away from the reds, any sort of red plant I'd stay away from because you're going to need sort of highlight and a CO2 system. But I'd just start off any epiphyte plants for a beginner. That the Anubias, anything like that. Our Java ferns would be a real good one to start off with.
Yeah, Boost. Boost is nice.
Boost flounder as well.
Area.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll grow like crazy. Amazon sword.
Andy just said I glue my fingers to a rock. Yeah, that's a beginner's mistake. I'd definitely stay away from the super glue and the rocks.
He's getting his finger stuck at the moment.
Yeah. There's loads of easy plants, really. I just stay away from the heavy red stems or like that. They'll pretty much melt on you.
Don't buy a crinum.
Don't buy a crinum. No. Stay away from crinums. They're pretty difficult to keep. It all depends on your water, really. It's one of them, isn't it? You could probably, if you buy like a mixed pack of, you can buy mixed packs of plants off eBay for pretty cheap. Probably get some of them. Identify which ones you've got, and see which ones do well in your water. That's probably the best advice I could give you.
Richard wants to join, but I haven't got his contact details.
What, Richard?
Yeah. So any of you in contact with him?
I haven't got his either.
No. To put it in the chat and then delete it quickly.
We don't want anyone.
Yeah, do it. Do it, Marie. Do it.
Right,
do it.
Everyone jump on.
This is your chance.
Everyone pile in.
Pile in. Everyone.
This message will self-destruct in 1 minute.
Yeah, I just bought. Well, I bought eight plants today.
Nice.
Bought some kumbumba.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, because it can withstand high temperatures. So I thought, well, that'll do well in my discus tank.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I didn't know that.
What else did I get? Ballasinaria. Got a couple of different smaller swords.
I have got so much val. My Ballasinaria has just exploded in my big tank. Literally weekly. I'm just cutting it down. It's crazy how much, because it's like spread off runners now. It's growing everywhere.
Which Ballasinaria is it?
Wait, I'll send you some at Rams.
Yeah. Wrap them up in Val.
Yeah, I will do.
What Ballasinaria is it anyway?
I've got normal Val, and then I've got Val Gigantica, which grows like absolutely.
That one's alright.
Yeah, you get really thick and long. I
pulled the wrong link.
Everyone's trying someone else's stream now, Marie. It's the wrong link.
Come on, Marie, sort it out.
Hang on.
How are we doing? Fish Farm link. Mickey, nice to see you there.
Right, here it goes.
I did some Val, the giant Val, and it was like nearly 4 meters long out of the substrate.
Yeah, literally, I've got that, and it's going around in circles.
Yeah.
But I've got Giganthea rubra, which is the red one.
Yeah, I think mine's just a green, like the normal green. Because I've got a fluval plant light on it, and it's definitely green.
Yeah. What's the other one? Spiralis. Ballasinaria spiralis.
That's nice.
I can't keep that. Can't keep that. No.
See, everyone keeps Java moss, and I don't know what it is about my water. Like I can keep it for about a week. The moss will stay like quite tight and green, and then all of a sudden it just goes brown. I've tried turning it, keeping it up to light, keeping it away from the light, and I just can't grow it.
I find that Java moss, I can keep it, but it just collects so much rubbish.
You need shrimp for that.
Fish Rams just put, Mr. Fishbait Rob, what fish is the most selfish? Answer, a shellfish.
Keep the fish drinking.
Mandy, come on.
You try and get Mandy on, Christ. How deep's your pocket?
Go in the corner.
See Mandy on here.
Go on, Zen.
Come on, Zenny.
Come on, Andrew, look.
Mickey, join. Eduardo.
Where in the UK am I from? I'm from Yorkshire. Hence
Yorkshire.
a strong stumbling accent. I'm from West Yorkshire.
Yeah, you're all up north.
So, well, I always think you're all down south. Because like the Shane, Arnold, you're all from the south.
No.
I'm from East Anglia. I'm like... All right.
Southeast, isn't it? Is that like Kent, Dartford type of way?
No, it's like Norfolk, Suffolk, like Kings Lynn and stuff. Yeah,
Not-
King's Lynn and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
Norfolk's
been up
not
there.
too far.
apart from Ipswich.
Ipswich. Ugh. Never
It's a
mind.
long way.
Never mind.
Huddersfield.
Huddersfield, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Huddersfield. Yeah, that's where we're from. Yeah.
Huddersfield.
Huddersfield.
Andrew, you're close to there, aren't you?
Huddersfield.
So what's
Where's
the plan? What's the plan then?
We're the little town between Leeds and Manchester.
What's the plan then, boss? What we got? What topics we got?
The topic today, Arnold, is what would you like to discuss about your discus fish this evening?
Oh dear.
You have to get on
Um,
StreamYard in 50 easy
Yeah,
steps.
we need to make some topics, I think.
Yeah.
What would you say is the beginner's guide to aquarium plants, Arnold? Let's go. We'll do that again. Easy ones for you.
For me, definitely Anubius.
Yeah, I agree.
Anubius Nana, Anubius Artery. I think there's another one. The one what you've got, the Heterophilia.
The massive one.
Yeah.
And then
That one in your tank, which you're going to send me.
yeah, no, that's an even bigger one.
Jesus Christ!
These
What
are the
is
small
that?
ones.
What is that?
That's not
It's Anubius.
Anubius.
Yeah, it's Anubius. Yeah,
Whoa, that's crazy.
That's the
I'll send.
Hercules.
I'll send you a picture of my 125 litre. It's got a Anubius, one big Anubius, and it's even growing out of the tank. That's how
Yeah.
bad it.
Well, these would have done if I'd put them in my new tank because they're too tall. I don't know what
See,
sort they are.
I've tried getting them out of the tank before, but I tend to get it like they'll get to the point where it breaks the water and then just sort of dying off. It's weird.
As long as if you keep her away from the light, that should be alright. Because literally, I open the lid up and they go bing.
Yeah, I've got really strong lights on mine, but they're like direct on top, Yeah. So I think that could be an issue with that.
Yeah, they burn a bit, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, so
Well,
I had the same problem with the what's it called? I forgot what it's called.
yeah, same. I can't remember what mine's called.
The peace lily. The peace lily was same.
Yeah.
It grow really nice and like luscious out, but then as soon as it got near the lights, it just started to die.
It goes brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, try. I would try. Obviously, Pothos and Philodendron.
Oh,
Eduardo, thank you very much for that. I really
Eduardo.
appreciate that.
Hooray!
That's awesome.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So we've got me and Shane, Mickey, David, Greg / Glenn, Jeff Kane, Adele, Zach, Absolute Shambles, and Tricky Carp.
Absolute shambles.
That's
All
awesome.
been
Like it.
tips. That's
Thank
exciting.
you very much.
Shane's in chat now as well, so
Shane, I sent you the link. Come on.
Come on, Shane.
just make sure you got clothes on.
Yeah,
Yeah, good point.
clothes would be awesome.
Yeah, don't rush.
Yeah.
Marie.
Look, Eduardo's sent some topics.
Eduardo sent some topics.
Here we go.
Oh, God knows. There'll be like mini skirts versus hot pants if it's anything like last time.
Miniskirts are better anyway.
He does make me laugh though, Eduardo does.
Come on, Eduardo.
He's a right laugh. You should be able to click on the comments and they should come up on screen.
Say
Ah.
that again, Arnold.
You should be able to click on the comments and they should highlight on screen.
So this is Eduardo's.
Oh,
Yeah, there it is. What's that? Tell it a bit. Unit.
That one had to be highlighted.
Oh, see, it had to be something to do with Marie. Look.
at least Zenny gets in there as well. Come
Yeah,
on,
but
Andy.
she's like at the end of the questions. You're like front and center. You are.
Much worse comments than that. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
It doesn't refer to my pole dancing, which I've never done in my life.
My head having Go.
Andrew, you can jump on. I want to see your eyes. That sounded really wrong.
You're terrible, you are, Marie.
I got a new plant today.
Can we mute Marie before we get kicked off YouTube?
Oh.
What on earth is that?
Can you see what it is? It's my new plant.
Like a spider.
It looks like a cannabis plant to
I
me.
thought a spider.
What is that?
It is a pink flamingo crypt.
Oh God, you got ripped off big time, didn't you?
No, it's quite cute.
Quite cute. How much did you pay for that?
$4.99.
Oh, that's not too bad, I suppose.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
Can't go wrong with that. And I was ordering some dechlorinator from Amazon anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give it a go.
Maybe you've got plenty of fertilizer.
I don't even know which tank I'm putting it in yet.
Dwarf badge.
That's Tina for a pink flamingo.
Yeah, same as Shane paid for his tiny ones. Yeah, tiny pink flamingo. Mandy knew what it was.
Well, yeah, but Shane's was like minute.
Yeah, Shane's
like that.
Right, bit harsh.
Oh my God.
He said it was 6 inch. It was like this.
You're gonna knock it
Go
over.
outside.
You're in man inches.
You're making Marie sweating now.
Andrew's laughing.
Oh, come on, let's just let Shane in.
Oh, Shane's trying to get in and we can't get him in.
Oh,
Here he is. He can't defend himself.
I've been here the whole time looking at your faces, so no hiding. I know exactly who to put a marker on. Arnold, I don't think you've been looking in the mirror too much, mate. To look like it's smaller.
Oh God, I'm gonna. Never mind. Bye.
How you doing, Mandy? Welcome in.
How are we doing?
Come on, then. Let's get some topics going.
Good.
I'm just going to share the stream.
So we need to.
Hello again, Eduardo.
How are we doing, Shane? You alright, mate?
Yeah,
we
I'm
need
good.
to have some topics. Have you got out to talk about, Shane? Because we're unprepared as hell.
Shane just did a live.
Yeah, I done one not earlier on.
I missed out. That must
just a random one, just a random pop up.
Yeah.
You know, they're always good every now and again, just to remind people that you are still going. So yeah, I don't post a lot videos anyway, because obviously with the move and everything going on, it's like just a case of I haven't got time to be filming everything and setting tents up just to rip them down to take them out with me. So obviously I've removed the last 10 small koi out of the 40 gallon, moved that up into the koi house. So now that one's stripped down. It's just drying out at the moment. Got to give it a clean tomorrow, and then that'll be ready to rock and roll.
Are you setting up a bit of a fish room there then, Shane?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so I've got it's either 12 or 13 foot squared concrete shed.
Nice.
Which I'll be able to get hold of some king span. Only like the 1.5 inch, because it's only like £21, I think, from Selco, a sheet.
Yeah.
So I can literally just board that all the way around.
Yeah.
Nice. Probably use something like an OB1 or something like that, just to stick it to the wall.
Yeah. Ooh. Good stuff.
Plenty of breeding projects then.
Oh, definitely. I've already got a whole racking system dedicated to one kind of fish.
Hi, David.
Oh,
this is like the new AAA team.
I agree.
Oh.
It is the new AAA team.
New and improved.
That's because
Yeah,
the three of
yeah.
us.
I'm going to say.
Is that because the three of us are back together finally?
It is. I know.
Triple A team with me.
You're
Yep.
finally not having your tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what happens when it's a little bit later.
Yeah.
I remember when we were on that live last time, and you managed to eat your tea in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. I did kind of eat that meal like I was in the army and literally getting that scrag down my neck. Considering that was a decent sized rack of ribs as well that day.
There's not wrong with ribs.
No fishy bingo.
Not at all.
On Tuesday.
No bingo Monday or Tuesday.
So
Never mind.
Ooh.
I love bingo.
We all need a break.
Oh, cracker.
Right,
So
so
what-
Dave, now that we're members, what do we get?
I'm working on that. Well, you
Did
get
this
3 fish
count on
last 3,
fish?
so that's a pretty good membership.
Yeah, but hang on. That's a free fish and plants for one. What does everybody else get? Because I'm also now a member.
Well, you two have been trying to sell me a Caras for the last week or so. So
Mate,
That's true.
wait, what?
you're making me
The
fight
way-
between you.
Yeah, but hang on, that's
There's a lot of trading going on here. I'm
yeah, there
sending
is a
some
lot of
shrimp up
trading going
and some
on.
frog bit. Arnold, what
Yeah.
are you going to send Dave? Some discus fry.
Awesome discus fry, but lovely.
Yeah.
And then what can you send Arnold?
A thank you note.
I bought the red wine. Lovely old job.
The
I'm
little
down
piece
with
of
that.
paper with an IOU written on it.
A
Yeah.
hoodie.
I owe you £200.
Yeah, I do.
Because you've got
Good enough.
merch, Dave, haven't you?
I've
You've
got
got
my own
hoodies.
merch. I don't sell it. Haley got it made for me.
That's
It's pretty
nice.
cool. Yeah, I love my hoodie.
You've got to get matching now, his and hers.
Yeah.
I'd had enough of YouTube, and I was like having a real paddy. And then she's like, "I've made you this hoodie." So I went and did some fish shop tours, and I loved it again. And I just got into it, started making videos again, and I'm glad I did now. Though I really am.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you just
it's
get
nice.
a bit bogged down with YouTube, like because I'm self-employed, like I say on all my videos and stuff. I've got a lot of stress anyway, and then when I'm trying to do like the family, the house, and then the job, and you're trying to make videos and it's not working out, and you're not getting the views you want, it drives you a bit nuts. So I'm really giving up on it, and I just thought it's not going anywhere. I can't be bothered anymore. But I love being on camera, and obviously, like I'm really loud, as you all know. Yeah, make a cup of tea. That'd be awesome. So yeah, I wanted to give up.
So jealous.
Haley got me the hoodie made, but I wouldn't mind setting up like a merch thing. I probably know it'll probably sell, but the hoodie's pretty nice there.
Yeah.
I thought the exact same thing about, I'll make one, but nothing will sell. I literally sent it to one of my friends, and within 10 minutes, there was a T-shirt sold.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I fancy doing that. Like the channel's going all right at the moment. Like I did that Temu thing the other day.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like a
Temu.
really random Temu, whatever it's called. I can't even say it. But yeah, the video went really good. Like I got, I don't know, 3,000 views in like 24 hours, which is awesome.
Wow.
Like I got loads of comments, and I got like 38 subscribers off it, which is massive for a small channel.
Nice.
But yeah, it just boosts you up, doesn't it? Like every now and again I'll get them, like when I did the Nautilus aquarium shop video, when I did that one, that were like 4,000 views in 24 hours, and every now and again you get them big hit videos.
Yeah.
And it just brings you back, like you just want, you sort of down and out, and then all of a sudden you get that video in and it works out. It makes you want to keep going with it. But I mean, most of my videos, the reason why I started my channel was to show breeding videos, because when I was trying to learn how to do certain videos at certain breeding projects, I was struggling to find the stuff that I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. What was he frozen there?
that, you know.
Yeah.
There's
There we are.
no sort of like details about stuff, which is kind of annoying. So that's why.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've had it the same myself, where you're looking for stuff and you just can't find.
No.
Even though there's thousands of channels out there, there's
Yeah.
always that time when you're trying to find that one thing, you can't find it. But as soon as it's like you stick your glasses down or your keys or something like that. You spend hours looking for them. As soon as you stop looking for them, literally the next day, you're like, oh, there they are.
So like I've been doing the epistogrammas, and everywhere I went to look for stuff. So on the online, whatever YouTube channels, I wanted to pull the eggs to artificially hatch them because I was getting like the snail problem and stuff from my tanks. And they were eating the eggs. So everywhere I looked to do like the artificial hatching of the epistogrammas, everyone were like I put it on forums. People are like, why are you trying to pull the eggs? Because the parents are brilliant. They'll look after the fry. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not the parents that are the issue. It's the snails are killing So like I was trying to find that. So I've had a couple of successful goes on the epistogrammas. Hopefully I'm going to make a video on artificially hatching the eggs. It's very similar to doing the rams and other like microcichlids, the meth blue and all that stuff. Cheers, man. So I'm going to try and do a video on that because there's bound to be someone that looks for that sort of solution and they can't find it online. It's one of them, I guess, isn't it?
What's your pH in your Cacatoides tank?
Roughly about 6-ish, 6.1 maybe.
Maybe add some botanicals in there.
Yes, I've got the Indian almond leaves that I've put in there.
Put quite a few in there. Make it go like a tea colour.
Yeah. Yeah, I might have a go at that. I've also, people have been saying to me about, because I've been struggling with the Cacatoides and the Agassiz. They say if you pull the male and female away for a couple of days and bring them back together, that can help. And I'm playing sort of musical tanks because I've got 2 male Agassiz and 2 female, and I've got 2 male Cockatoides and 4 Cockatoide females as well. So I'm playing like musical tanks and switching them around, and I keep getting spawns, but again, it's just trying to pull the eggs and hatch them. It's difficult at the moment.
Yeah, it seems to be an issue for a lot of people, especially with certain different species and things like that as well. Because obviously every single one of them has a slight different trait where it's all part of the learning curve where you have to, because we can't have a house pretty much as a fish room with almost all the species that we want to breed. So we're all constantly learning from down the line, swapping things out to get different new things that are new, to then just not only expand the hobby itself, but it's also expanding the vast amount of knowledge that you can get just from getting hands-on.
So like my original fish that I wanted to keep were like obviously the angels because they're beautiful, and I'm going for more colourful fish. But since we've moved house to this property and I started the fish room, I need to generate income, basically to pay for the fish room and expand it, or whatever. The shop where I can sell fish to, like the wholesaler, they've sort of wanted the microcichlids. So that was one that I knew were difficult because I started with rams originally at the beginning, and I tried to breed the rams when I first started out, and I knew it were just an absolute pain. And it's probably something like I said on previous live streams and videos, a good part of about 2 years to learn how to how they work and how to feed them right and the temperatures and stuff like that. And at the moment, I've got them sort of rolling and doing really well. And I thought it'd be similar to doing the epistogrammas, but the epistogrammas are totally different. The temperatures are much lower. They want the pH to be sort of nearly crashing out in some of my tanks. You put in the like the Indian almond leaves, and I've seen the pH go in one of my Cockatoides tanks when I was putting the botanicals in. The pH were like 4.1 at one point. I'm like, wow. Oh my god, I need to change the water. It's going to like crash out and stuff. And that because my pH is so low anyway. Because from the tap, a lot of our water comes off the peat moss hills. From the like the Pennine Way and all that stuff. And so a lot of our water goes into the reservoirs from the peat moss hills. So water's already really acidic before it even gets to us. I mean, you're getting like at the very most, in a good summer, you're getting like 6.5 pH. I've seen it down at like 5.9 coming out of tap, which is mental acidic for tap water.
Wow.
But luckily for where we are, there's hardly any chlorine in the water, so you can literally run it out of tap. And I've tested chlorine before, and it's like barely there. It's like trace chlorine and stuff. So you don't have to mess around with it too much. But it's nearly rainwater, sort of like an RO type of thing.
No, it's lucky.
Yeah, that is very lucky, especially on that one, because chlorine here is absolutely terrible. I'm always having to double up on the amount of tap safe and things like that you put in it, just because the levels are just so high.
Do you get chloramine as well, Shane? Or?
Not so much. There's slight traces of it, but there's nothing that's severe issues. But I know I have seen down the line where people have used certain named tap safes, and they found that what happens is, yes, it removes the chlorine, but it didn't actually remove the chloramine. So it's like got to kind of be a little bit issue.
So like it's annoying for me because a lot of people want the low pH for the discus and like stuff what I'm doing here, but my ultimate fish, what I love to keep and breed, is rainbows. So I'm sort of the opposite way. I want high pHs and a real hard water, which I don't have. I suppose you always want what you ain't got, I guess. Like it's one of them, and I'd love to be breeding rainbows out here. Like in my rainbow tanks I've got there, I have to put like a kilo of aragonite sand and the coral bone, and I just literally get a bag of it from Amazon and just pour the whole thing in the tank. And even with that, you're only getting like 7.5, 8 pH tops. It's one of them. So it takes a couple of days to dissolve as well, which is a bit of a pain.
Yes, we have to kind of like either get up like a small bucket or something like that and just stick an extremely large air stone in there.
Yeah.
And just kind of get it mix into the side a couple of hours, like a day or so beforehand. So you can literally just then get your jug and just top it up.
Yeah. So it's just one of them, I guess. But I get the pH is. I don't think the pH is a problem for the Epistos or the rams. I think it's more like when I was trying to breed the rams, I was just bombing fresh water, and it was always about the temperature with them, I think. I started off, and everyone was saying, again, it's 28. I mean, I've got this ram tank here with a fry, and it's like 34 degrees.
Wow.
It's like bath water in there. It's like warmer than discus tank. And they'll spawn every month, and the rams are growing faster than you've ever seen. I just bomb it with brine shrimp, 34 degrees, and they're just living happy,
God.
It's one of them. So.
They're going to be cold when they get here.
Right?
Yeah, I'll probably put them in a tank and just drop them down, over a couple of days.
Yeah, just drop them down with a grey day or something like
I'll
that.
I'll drop them down over a couple of days and I'll ship them over then. But I got the heat pack the other day. It's like a 72-hour one, so
Oh, okay.
I think that should be good. So I'm looking forward to doing that video, to be honest.
Yeah.
Should be a good one.
I'll be in touch. Well, next week, hopefully, it'll be. Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, like I said, I've got another batch now as well. So, and it
Oh God!
Like I've got the fry in the little fluval thing, and then there's these guys here, and then there's probably about 200 eggs on that coaster thing in there at least. So,
wow!
Going for these guys.
So you're going to take some to the shop?
Yeah, I'm probably going to sell. I'll probably keep your two, and then I've set up 2 more breeding tanks. I'll probably sell the rest of them to the shop, and then move the fry from the container into the bigger tank. And once to get to like a decent size.
Yeah. Cool.
But I've got far more on this batch, like the ones that are in the breeding box now. I think there's about 40 or 50 maybe in this tank. But I've probably got about 75 in there in the fry. No. Do you guys check TDS?
Hi, Raina.
That's a good question, actually. Like, how often do you guys, because you've been in the hobby so long now, how often are you checking like water parameters and stuff, or do you just know when the stuff's going wrong?
I tend to just watch the fish. And end of the day, if you're going to have any issues, the fish are going to tell you. Your plants are going to tell you.
Mm.
So once you learn what your tank, it looks like when it's healthy, and you see that all the time, then as soon as you get that slight change anyway, your eyes like, hang on, what's that there?
Yeah, I
And
agree.
you're
Yeah.
like, hang on, let me go and get a test kit and just give it a quick check out, because that's not normally like that. And then you normally tend to find there, then you can always find out where the balance part is.
Have you got a TDS pen?
No.
No. I got one from Amazon, but it didn't work, so I sent it back.
Mine's on my shelf just here. I've got like every test kit known to man, but I'm going to be totally honest. I very rarely test my water, like maybe once a year. Once I've got the gist of it. I mean, I always check for like, when the bubbles lasting long on the water top. So that sort of tells me that the nitrates are kind of high. Like Shane said, if the fish are like not coloured up like they usually are, the plants start going brown. Things like that usually tell you what's going on with.
You got a new member. You got a new member, Dave.
Oh, thank you very much, Andrew.
I used to. I normally test my water. I usually did it like 3 times a month with the NT Lab liquid test kit.
Yeah.
But now, as I've got so many, like 28 tanks, I just buy the. Yeah, I just buy the shop 200 API test strips and use them.
200.
Yeah, you get 200 in a box.
You cut them in half as well?
No.
I've heard people you cut them down the middle and you get 2 out of each one.
So you end up with 400.
Nah, I've done that. I've done that before when I worked up in the aquarium shop, and I kind of got told off. I got told off.
Eduardo was just asking, Dave, do you have automatic water change, etc.? On arrow, etc. Sorry. Eduardo, no, I don't have any of that just yet. Like I say, I've only been in this property for roughly about 6 months. So I'm currently doing the air system, so I want to set up like a loop on the linear piston air pump. That's my first point of call. I've got the thermostat control for heating. I'm looking to do maybe an automatic water change. I'd absolutely love to have it because it just saved me so much time. But I've got like an Amazon pump that goes onto like a clear hose, and basically I just drop the pump into the tank, it pumps it out, and then I've got like a hot and cold tap on the back of the house, and I just fill up a bucket and literally just do it opposite, so the pump goes in the bucket and I pump it back into the fish room.
Yeah.
Arrow, I haven't done arrow yet, but I'm seriously thinking about it because I keep talking to Rob and he keeps trying to get me into Carolina shrimp, and I'm probably going to do it. I'm probably going to do it at some point. So I'm going to have to set up an arrow system at some point. But yeah, that's future projects. So
Granted, you can buy them waters.
Eduardo's just asking, Arnold, how about you? What system do you use to do your water changes?
Manual. Siphon into a bucket, carry it to the sink, go back, repeat it about 4 or 5 times, then go to the sink, fill it up, and then go back. So I've done 6 water changes today, and I think I did 25 buckets.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not named after Arnold Schwarzenegger for nothing. Christ, go on, but
you need to get that pump Arnold like off Amazon. It's pretty good. I think I paid like £40 for it. Brilliant, best thing I've ever bought. Because I used to do the water changes by the siphon before, but then when I started getting all this stuff going on in here, I was like, I can't carry another bucket. And
I actually find it really. I'm sad, but I quite enjoy it.
Well, fair enough if that's what you like,
used to siphon it into the bucket, and then I'd carry the bucket to the sink, tip it out, fill it up, and bring it back.
Oh, Dave,
Terrible.
come on.
I've got
come
labourers
on.
on site, so I might as well have them at home, and
Oh,
People just sat there with his thumb over the hose.
Oh.
Right, guys, I'll see you later. Have a good night.
Yeah, he's done for.
No, you're sleeping in
Everyone's
there now.
unsubscribed now. Yeah, I'll say, go on then, Shane. We'll copy that question to Marie and Shane as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, same
So
buckets and jugs, and this bit of that's it.
Yeah, I do the same. I just, when I'm doing my tanks, I just bucket and then a pipe and then fill it back up with a jug.
Yeah, because they're quite small tanks. You can.
Yeah, they're only small, so I don't need to take that much out anyway.
It works.
Yeah,
Works.
but yeah, it's a pain.
it's a
A
pain.
lot easier.
Yeah.
Since I gravel backed up that fish and killed it, I'm really paranoid.
Terrible.
I know. I feel so bad.
It happens though. Sometimes the fish will just dive bomb the
Yeah.
tube.
Yep.
The tube, they're okay, and they pop out the other end, and then you put them back, like that Otto Synchros the other day. But this one just smashed into it. Horrible.
Yeah, I did. I used the electric pump in a fry tank once, and there were no fry. I didn't think they'd get through the gaps, in the plastic vent thing.
Oh.
Turns out they can. So they're currently
Oh.
living in the canal system in Yorkshire.
Oh. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, Dave, when I was watching your duckweed video with the fish swimming close to the thing, I was absolutely terrified. I thought they were going to go in and then get all mashed up by the impeller, but I think there's a guard across, isn't there?
Yeah, but I've actually doctored the thing now, so I'll show you quickly. I've got it over here. I actually
I was so scared watching that.
I broke because the duckweed wouldn't fit through. Because the duckweed wouldn't fit through, so I snaps like a piece out. I don't know if you can see.
Ah.
Yeah, but then
So
surely
did
the fish fit in there now.
Yeah, they can.
Yes. It's
Let's
just.
put it- I'll just say this: I speak from experience. Don't do that, kids.
Yeah,
That's not good.
It's not for me.
Is that one of the fluval?
All ponds.
The all pond skimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, skimmer, yeah.
I'm making a bit of a joke about it on my video, and it does work.
Oh yeah,
Just
they
don't have
do.
any fish in the tank at the same time, especially
Just
small
empty the
ones.
tank.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
I'll just put a bit of filter floss in there.
Well, it's got a little bit. It does have like a filter floss type of media in there, but
Yeah, thank God.
It does move. Like it wants to, because it does like a weird action when you put it on. It's like bounces up and down in the air.
Yeah.
And that pulls the filter floss up and down, which obviously leaves fish open to going into the impeller, which is underneath it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is not ideal.
No.
Take care, Rob.
Yep.
See you later, Anna.
Rob, mate.
Where's
Oh,
Rob going?
where you going?
It's not his bedtime.
There's a couple of questions in the chat.
There's some questions.
Oh, yeah.
One saying, do we use dirty fish tank water to water the house plants?
Hell yeah.
We certainly
Yep.
Yeah.
do.
Mhm.
Absolutely
Yep.
fantastic.
The old peony up the garden loves it when I do water changes on the koi
He
ponds.
loves it in flower beds.
We've got flower beds around the edge of the garden, and every bucket of water that comes out of the fish room goes on there.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it is literally blooming. Like the bushes are huge, aren't they? So, what else were there?
And Eduardo asks to everyone in the chat and in the panel, do you enjoy doing your water changes? I do.
I prefer having a fully planted tank where you can just leave it alone and top it up.
I do.
Right.
I just
You're on the same wavelength as Marie.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
If
The
it's a heavy
lazy way
planted
thing.
tank, then I would suggest I would be the same. But if it's like your normal just bit of capes here and there, then I'm glad that I thought out and got the little siphon that I got from Amazon, where you can actually then connect it straight to your tap. And
the
then
Venturi
you
one.
siphon. It's kind of like a Venturi one, yeah, and it just literally just sucks straight out, straight down the sink, and then you just turn the tap off and just open it up and then put it, and it just pulls it straight through.
Nice.
Hi, Adele.
So no
Adele's
worries
in
about
chat.
running around with buckets for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome in, Adele.
Yeah, nice to see that, Adele. Yeah, so I mean, I don't mind doing water changes on my breeding tanks because they're small. Like I can do like a 10-litre bucket. My wife, like I've got a 10-litre bucket, and that'll take most of the water out of like the 20% off the breeding tanks. But when I start doing like the big tank, the 120 gallon, whatever it is, that thing, literally, I've got like an electric pump that moves like 1,400 litres per hour or whatever, and it takes about an hour and a half to get to like 20%, and then to fill it back up is even slower because it's going uphill to get in the tank. It takes so long to fill that tank up.
Yeah.
So I don't really mind doing that. I'm getting more
I
questions.
do. What do? I do 25% water change every 2 weeks and a 50% once a month.
You've got a bit of a schedule going on, yeah, Arnold.
Yeah, and that's even on fully planted tanks as well.
No, my planted tank, I just wait for it to get like when you get the line that's a bit too low, then I just top them up. Planted ones. I've never seen in that 150 litre tank in the front room. I've never seen nitrates in that tank, and I drop fertilizer like daily. I've never seen nitrates in there.
Interesting.
Yeah, I do have a bit of an OCD problem when it comes to water change schedules and stuff. I do have a bit of an issue.
Yeah, but that kind of comes down from working in the LFSs as well.
Yeah,
because you can get into a routine anyway.
Maybe.
I do a depth check every morning.
Jack.
You do a what, Arnold?
I do a depth check every day, every morning.
Yeah, I do too. So
I get my little spy glass, and I do. Oh, it's a dead one.
Yeah, I have to zoom with the camera for the fry.
What are you laughing for?
I always check the fish room to make sure like the temperatures are good and stuff like that. There's not on fire. That's usually what I'm looking for.
Marie's looking for her magnifying glass now.
Tried to find the cat to show Hayley, but she doesn't want to be picked up.
Aww.
Why are you being a pain in the ass?
That's massive.
Oh dear, Andrew, that's great. Oh, I love it. Oh, Andrew does a death check when he in every morning when he wakes up. He nips himself. Oh, that is great. Yeah. I don't mind having. Oh, pretty cat. Pretty.
How do you put Marie on, Phil?
I don't know.
She hates being held.
Hey.
Oh look, hi.
That cat's like Burr.
It is a bit like.
She absolutely hates it. Don't you?
She's like, "Give me away from my camera."
She's like, "Mum, I'm gonna smack you in the face in a minute. Move."
Oh,
she's so adorable.
She's cute.
No.
She hates me.
It's enough about me, but there you go.
Yep.
I would bring my two out, but we're in the garden. I don't want them to run off.
Are they allowed in the fish room? I didn't think they were.
What's that, Marie?
No, they'll eat his fish. Buzz,
Yeah.
They're not allowed outside yet, I don't think, are they?
I don't.
He's gone.
Shane's
Where's Shane gone?
Someone just called him and then he went.
He'll be back.
Maybe he's got to go to bed. Maybe he's been told it's bedtime.
He's had his tea, hasn't he?
He's gonna kill me. He's gonna absolutely roast me one of these days.
He's gone to make a weak coffee.
Oh, can't stand coffee. Yeah.
She's stupid. sleeping in your shoe, Lee?
I've just asked for a cup of tea, but one hasn't appeared.
So do you have any sumps on any of your tanks, then, Dave?
Do I have it? What's sorry, Arnold?
Any sumps?
No, I do have some external filters.
Yeah.
But no sumps. I did think about having a sump on the big tank, but I was too scared to drill it. Like I was thinking, do I drill it?
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to upgrade a little bit in here because I want to get the bottom tanks this way. I wanted to get the bottom tanks. I want to get some 4-foot tanks on the bottom, and they do have some space underneath. I'm going to put a sump to try and run all the tanks on one side, and then I wanted a sump for this side to run the whole system and connect them together on like a cascade thing. Again, it's just a huge project. I'm not sure how I'd get around that. I'm really worried about drilling the tanks, I'll be honest, because obviously I need to move the fish out, and then if I break the tank, I've got to go out and buy like a 5-foot tank up there, and it's just scary, to break a tanks that you've already got.
Yeah.
When we were setting up one of my local fish shops, we were drilling holes in tanks, and basically you just get it's like an adapter bit to go on the drill.
Yeah, so because I'm a tiler, like we use the diamond bits to cut through tiles.
Yeah.
So I've actually got all the bits. I'm just terrified of drilling them. I don't know why.
So basically, what you need to do is you need to have like a constant water supply. So have like the hose dripping down, and then
I've got the kit that goes on the drill. It's a similar sort of thing to doing the plumbing. You have the pipes, and I just when I'm drilling pipes in someone's house or through tiles, I don't have to replace it if it breaks. So it's one of them sort of thing.
We've got Mark Stelson in chat. Hiya, Mark. Must be early in the morning. Must be early in the morning for you.
Yeah, friend with Craig.
Wow. Yeah, that'll do. There you go. A live stream of tank drilling.
Yes.
Yes, that's full of the views.
I'll do one. A small one.
The paddling pool set up.
I think
I want to drill this tank here if I'm going to do any. The big Oscar tank.
Yeah.
I'd really like to drill that one, but man, it's just so risky. And the fact that I'd have to replace like a 5-foot tank.
How thick is the glass on that then? How thick is the glass?
Probably about 12 mil, something like that.
Oh, so it's quite thick then.
Yeah.
You might actually be able to you'll be able to do that one quite easily.
It's like the green, like the green hardened glass.
Yeah.
It's that stuff. So, I mean, I always got told that you couldn't drill hardened glass, but then the guy that I sell fish to, he's got like the LFS and also the wholesalers. He just said you can drill any tank.
Yeah. You can eat. Yeah, you just have to make sure that when you score a round to start off, you've just got to make sure you get it level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll just go. Yeah.
It's just a risk, I suppose. Like if you, as long as it isn't tempered glass, you can drill it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had something similar, but I always assumed the green glass was tempered glass.
I keep looking around for spiders.
Haley's just looking for spiders everywhere.
Oh no! I hate spiders.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Ugh.
There's some here.
See, now we've got like people in the group, like the panel. I wish I'd like thought of some subjects. So
No, it's fine. We're just chatting.
What's your next project, Marie?
I've got quite a few, and that kind of stops me from starting any of them because I can't decide what to do.
Yeah,
next.
Better breeding. That's what you want to do.
Well, no, I have to clean the tank for him to go in first. Because you can't send it to me until I've got to restart that tank.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping it's still cycled. Oh.
Eduardo!
How are we doing?
Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble.
Why would you be in trouble? Seriously, Marie, why would you be in trouble now that I have you sort of kind of face to face? Hi, Dave. I have not gotten your partner's name.
Haley.
Say it again.
Haley.
Haley.
Haley. Oh, okay. I heard your accent is so deep. Hi, Haley.
Yeah,
I was like, he talks too much. Hi, Shane. Finally, you okay? Look at this. I'm like, I'm back in the UK again. Now, I had a couple of questions for Arnold to answer about his beta bleeding, his beta splendid bleeding, and not his beta bleeding. And then you take photos and your videos, which are really good. I'm not knocking either one of you, but it's sort of kind of like you ignored me.
I can't cope with that chance.
In the chat.
No, you were supposed to talk about it. That was the question.
I didn't
an hour ago. Right, Haley?
Yeah, exactly. I said.
And they were like, oh, they repeated the question but never answered it. Yep.
Come on, let's do it.
Ask again. Ask again.
All right. We were talking about, actually, was it with you, Shane, that we were talking about the 10-gallon or the 18-liter tank for the beta, right, on your live? And then Arnold came in and said, hi, okay, I got to go. And I was like, the expert breeder, and then he did nothing. One. Two, we've seen a lot of Marie's shorts, and not in mini skirts like I like, but anyway, but in her shorts. You know, they're very, and even your lives are the visual is really clear and crisp, which is kind of weird because even I'm looking at my own camera and I'm like, I look like I'm in a haze. And I'm not. What? You use
Samsung, not an iPhone.
I mean, I could use the phone too, but I don't because it looks actually the same. Yet, Haley and Dave's stream, it was like crisp, completely crisp. And even you, Shane, you look a little hazy as well. Might be the cameras as well, I'm not sure. Arnold, I just see like a blank wall, but that could be because he's invisible.
He's on holiday.
I'm the one that's on holiday. I just had 2 days of training new teachers, and then I'm off. And then I just got an email from my boss saying I need you for another 3 days. And I was like, "Girl, we go back to work on August 6th. I don't care what you think you're paying me. It ain't worth it. I need to vegetate. Thank you." So I have to go back on Monday and Tuesday. You can't say no to your great bosses. So, but go ahead. No, I'll shut up for a minute. Haley, go ahead. Direct it towards them. You can start with Arnold there because he's next first, and then we'll go to horse raider, cat killer, girl Marie.
I think we're lost. Shane's. We can't hear Shane.
No, I'm here.
I know you are there now.
He's not saying anything.
I haven't said nothing.
Cracking up.
Even though my mic was actually muted.
Do you want to take it away?
So yeah, I think the question was about the breeding of the betters, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Correct. And the size tanks, and what does Arnold use to see what he has as he has experience breeding betters?
Yeah. So what kind of size tank did you breed with?
85 liter.
Okay, Shane, do the translation into gallons. You did that earlier. 85, 18. So that was a 10, 20, like a 30 gallon. But are you using for breeding or are you doing it for grow outs, Arnold?
That was for breeding.
That's a big tank to be breeding a pair of bettas, don't you think?
Yeah,
I find
22
Tell me
gallon.
why. Yeah, tell me why.
it's the bigger the environment, the less aggression you'll get. Because I had a very aggressive male, and as soon as I put the female in, he was like nipping at her and like literally going wild. So by having a large tank with plenty of honged outs and stuff, plenty of floating plants, they could actually get away from each other. And basically just feed them up, really. What do I use? I use a lot of different frozen foods. A brand called TMC. It's a very high-end brand of frozen food. And then obviously let them see each other. I put the female in a breeder box for about 3 days, and then the male could go around and see her, flare up, and then once you then see the female acknowledge him by her flaring up, that's when you want to put them in, because they're found love. So that's all I did with them, really.
Yeah. And how often have you bred have you had different pairs breeding? Because I know Debbie got some of your bettas, and she has that female doing both male and female activities. Don't know how that's
weird. Yeah.
That should be documented somewhere. And who else has gotten some of the bettas that you have bred? And what did you breed with that pair that was the male that was aggressive, beating up on the female, which is typical, UK environment?
So basically, it was a female koi cat.
Oh, okay.
With a tricolor half moon male, and then I did a half moon koi and the same mum as well. So she did 2 batches.
And about how many live fry from egg to, let's say, to the grow out tank did you finally get?
50.
Oh, that's good. That's actually really good. Because Shane was mentioning about his blue Acara, and that they just bred. He has the fry growing, and now they're breeding again. And I'm like, if you keep that going, you won't have any room in your house. You'll have to turn your house into a fish tank itself to have all those fish. And to get rid of blue Acaras here, at least here in Southwest Florida, it's you literally give them away because they're plentiful. And even in, I have an LFS that constantly is asking for fish. And Richard Reynolds, which I mentioned often, he has about 50 or something tanks that everything in his fish room breeds on its own, especially Corey's, Marie. And yeah, you got to go see his videos. They're superb. I'm serious, guys. You have to. And I personally think he's going and jumping in the tanks himself and breeding with the fish because everything in his tank room breeds. So I hope he doesn't see this in the UK. Anyway, but Shane, the blue Acaras, like angels, like the tank behind me here, right over here. This is my angel breeding tank. And I literally just put the couple in there, then take them out. Then when the fry is big enough, about a dime size, then I put them in the 125 or I ship them out to the LFS because they like fry. They like fry because I like to receive small fish as well, or fry like fish, dime size, really small, because I want to keep them as long as they're going to live. A guppy, 2-3 years. I want to have them for 2-3 years, not 2-3 weeks. Like the expensive pairs that we buy or the trio that we buy. And then you have them 1-2 week and you're lucky if the female lives and drops something so that you can start creating your own batch. But at Richard's side, he still has the trio he got 5 or 6 months ago. and literally has hundreds of the guppies in 7 different colors and 7 different types. So that's where I say, you know, when someone breeds something, you know, because they want to, not because the fish want to, because the fish are always wanting to breed, right, Marie?
Yes, she's
Yeah, she's typing stuff on the site, but I asked her a question.
Calling Marie.
I was in the chat. Go on.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we just said that you were in chat.
Yeah, I was just sharing Andrew's link for the new
So
people.
you didn't hear what Arnold said about how you love to have fish breeding, and that you join them when they breed.
I wasn't listening to what anything Arnold says.
He never does.
Actually, Arnold didn't said that. I did, but that's obvious that you weren't listening.
Yeah, that's obviously not listening.
Do yourself a favor. Do this. Take your hair out of your ears so that you can listen while you're in a live panel. Anyway, going back to you. Thank you, Arnold, for giving the info. Right, Shane? It does link us together in that aspect.
It does, yes.
So tell us, how is it that your phone, and how do you hold the phone so steady when you're taking doing a live or taking videos of your I don't know what she's putting in front of her face.
Tripod.
Oh, so you just place it down, put the phone in focus?
Yeah.
And then you just gently move the tripod?
Yeah, so this phone is on a tripod, this one.
Right. Yep.
And then I've got a small one.
And
then
how many years of education did you have in order to use that photography so beautifully?
I only just got it, but it makes such a difference to the quality.
It does. It really does.
If the slightest movement, it just looks really unprofessional, I think. So, yeah.
Well, I don't know about professional, the phrase, but it actually makes it look very professional in your case. Yes, it does. But to me, the number one reason I love going all over the place and knocking on people, especially when I love them, is when I see something that's really beneficial to the fish fam. That's what we call each other. We are all part of the fish family that have had hobbies, and I've had this hobby for years. So when we deal with, I go into a stream and I'm just looking at a fish tank. No movement, no talking. What's your point?
Yep.
Where Rob, the fish boy Rob, you know, he may focus it on a fish tank with all his Congo tetras, which I love. His are all males, probably all gay too. But I got females in mine. And so, but what I love is I'll see them, and then I'll go to my tank and I'll just look and see how the Congos are actually interacting with each other. And they don't have a single scratch on the fin, but they beat each other up in the sense they go like nipping, and then they chase the females all over the place, which is fun to watch. Yeah. But to me, I like going here and seeing the fish. What is it that you have, Haley, that you love the most, that you want to show and share? Same thing with Marie, same thing with Shane, same thing with Arnold. You know, Dave, you're just a sidekick of Haley. So we look at, I search out that interests me, because for years before YouTube, it was just me and my fish.
Yep.
You know, and starting out in the hobby as a kid, but then as a miniature adult, not because of height, but because I was 14, I worked at a pet shop for my first job for 4 years while I was in high school. That just made me more in love with everything. And did I make mistakes? Oh, yeah. I mean, I bought a lion head and put him in my community tank. And then I was like, hey, where's my red betta? Hey, where's my Laertel Black Molly? Look at the bottom of the lion head, red and black. Oh, there they go. So, you know, and and even though my boss, Renee Steinig, I still remember, she was like, that's going to eat your fish. No, it's not. Boom. Yep, it did. So the next day, I returned the fish. But again, we all make mistakes and learn. Every one of us had something different. I asked about RO. I never used RO in my tank. Then I went to Richard and noticed the crispiness of the water, how the mosses and the shrimp and the fish and everything is breeding like crazy. I'm like, I've had RO since I've been in my new home for 4 years. And I'm like, why don't I start using RO? And so I do, and all of a sudden, all the tanks are like getting frisky. Not the tanks, the fish. The tanks are never frisky. Even though they're when you walk in. I have literally, hold on a second. I'm just going to pull something to show you.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's just something that I have today at 110 degrees. Let me see if you guys can see them. Sorry, the duckweed is crazy. But let's see if you can spot. You can make me bigger if you like. Yeah. Let me see. Right there. Ooh. Those are Blue Dream shrimp that came from Washington.
Nice.
From Washington. I am in South Florida. He shipped them on Monday, and I got them today. So these are all little fry. They're not big, and they're going into their own little tank over here. And I just got them today at 110 degrees outside. But I was here, so when this... Okay, you can take me off the long screen. But when once I saw the female male person come in and the dog started barking, I was like, okay, just give me the box. Because she has a bad habit of just leaving it in my front porch on the stairs while the sun is beaming. So when I opened the box, the box was hot. But then I checked. You guys have TDSs, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This thing. You have this. And then I also have the gun. Let me see. I just put it back.
Yeah, I tend to use the digital temperature guns. I find them very useful.
No, I may live in Southwest Florida, but I don't believe in guns. I'm talking about this particular gun.
Yeah, mine's
Hold on, let me see what temperature Arnold is. Well,
He's
Arnold, you're at 107. You're at 107. You better go check your water. But anyway, I did this, and the box was literally 97 degrees, and inside, let's see if I can find the pot. No, it was 78. So the unboxing by Kenny G, Daniken Aquatics in Oregon or Washington, I forget where he's at, perfectly boxed. And it was just one little bag, but it was sheltered enough so that the shrimp didn't get overheated and I didn't lose a single one.
Amazing.
Yeah, Marie?
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. And I even have, this was from an auction that we had at Skipper's Aquarium on Saturday. He does one once a month. And I got those. And I wasn't going to get them because I have them, right? But when I was hospitalized and my best friend took all my 8 shrimp tanks, she doesn't want to give them back. She's like, Marie, he borrowed them and never returned them. Anyway,
I remember.
So I was like, I got this tank set up with baby guppies. I'm putting them in there. And it's sort of kind of like, I'm doing it. And they were so brilliantly dark blue. I was like, I wasn't going to bet on them or anything. And I forget someone was already betting. And I'm like, I am so sorry, but I'm not going to let these go. And obviously I didn't. I beat them out. And it's sort of kind of like, I don't care, just ship them. And he's a good shipper anyway. And it was really wonderful to get. So in that sense, I used the live today in the UK. Wow, go figure. You're all in the UK, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shane, you too?
Yep.
Yep. All right. So y'all in the UK. I was like, perfect to show you. And again, I wish I was near or that we could ship to each other because you have Armano shrimp, Marie, that I friggin' love. I have a tank right next to that one, which is all my baby Armano. Amano, not Armano. I'm sorry, I'm thinking Arnold and Amano. Anyway, did you ever breed with Amano shrimp, Arnold? I wasn't sure.
No.
Anyway, so and then I love your size because mine, Marie, don't get bigger than about an inch, and yours are almost 2 inches long.
They're
I'm like, I
massive,
wonder
yeah.
what you're doing.
Marie's
Yeah,
bragging
they're-
again. Jesus.
They're-
What are you doing?
They're very difficult to breed. Not many people breed those.
I have bred them. Did I
Really?
tell you that? Yeah. The brackish tank is right there,
Yeah.
right here. And the females and the other males are in the tank behind the camera. And then my fry, this is what I do. When I see when they got eggs, the female had eggs,
Very.
I'll just
Yeah.
take them, put them in. Where are you? Here you go. I moved them into this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. I put the female, put it in the tank, put the female in the brackish tank, in
Right.
this. And then I let her drop the eggs. And then as soon as she drops the eggs, which takes about, could be anything between 12, 14 hours since I drop her. And then once I see the eggs, then I take her out, sorry, and put her in the tank back where she was. Leave the fry in here. And then when the fryer's moving around, take this and put them in their own tank, which is no longer brackish. So I only keep the brackish tank here for the only purpose of just, it's a 5 gallons. So that would be like, I don't know, 7 liters, maybe 8 liter in your size. And then I just switch them back and forth. Here's a 10 gallon, that's a 10 gallon. And then the brackish is the only 5 gallon, 5.5 gallon. And I do that. And the brackish water is literally only 0.07 brackish. Very little bit of salt, not a lot.
Okay. And how
And
long
so
are they in there?
I leave them about a week. Not that I leave them there and calculate, but like they'll do Monday, and by Sunday I move them to the other side.
Wow.
Yeah, they go quickly. They don't have to be there that long. And the female doesn't. If you leave the female in the brackish, she'll die.
Right. Yeah.
And that's been going on for about 7 years now. So
Amazing.
yeah, and it was all because I had a brackish tank, because I had little mollies and I liked them in brackish water. And then I got Armano, and I was like, oh look, she's bared. She was bearing eggs. I was like, oh, looked it up, brackish, threw it in the brackish, but I left her there. She died, but the Armano did not. Then I took the babies out. It's about 20 or so. That's how many I have now. About 20 or so, and I put them in the regular tank. And that's how I learned, Just like Arnold would learn that breeding 2 male bettas can get you a very butch female betta. That's the one he gave to Debs. We have documentation, right, Shane?
Yep. Absolutely.
Anyway, I talk too much. What's going on in chat? Anybody?
I think everyone was enjoying listening to the master at work.
Yes.
I am only a master because I have a master's degree, and I have a doctorate now. But I'm not changing it to doctor. It's all education.
Dr. Aquatics.
No, it's
Don't change it.
label. The thing is, when I changed it, it was because Stephen P. I had my full name, and he's like, God, you got your full name. It's so long. And then just to piss him off, I literally wrote Master Aquatics. Just called me Eduardo, just to make it that much longer. And didn't know that there was a Master Aquatics who's still around, but yeah, but it had nothing to do with me.
Yep.
I have been waiting for Eduardo to take a breath.
David Hayden giggling away.
And the thing is that's exactly what I get every time. If you've watched it in my streams, I don't shut up.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, come and do mine. I can go and have a coffee.
More information,
Yes, and also it's also when I'm when I do mine. I haven't done a live in a while, only because time. I don't want to go over anybody. And then I realized, you know what? If I go over somebody, tough nits. You know, I don't care.
We said.
Yeah, YouTube's big
it's
enough
just
anyway.
It doesn't matter. We
can't
live in
wait.
we live in a free YouTube world. Not necessarily. We pay for it, but somehow we pay for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't mean financially. I meant in life.
Time, effort.
So, you know, we have the time, we do it. That's why when someone comes up, they just do a like what you did today, Shane, just a pop up. I like watching pop ups because that means it's a free for all. What's the topic? Doesn't have to have a topic. But then again, Haley, you notice they said, "What's the topic?" Yet they didn't answer my questions, right?
Yeah.
So shouldn't you take out the whip you use on Dave once in a while on the guest panel that you have?
Yeah.
See, look.
Oh, you too funny. I know. Oh, and the thing is, it's always in jest, right?
Yeah.
In jokes and stuff like that. But I actually really mean it, Haley. You know, you've read the pole dancing quibs and stuff like that. Tommy Silver, whatever, aquatic, he actually took a branch and started pole dancing with the branch. He has it on video on his stream. And it's kind of fun to just enjoy it. You know, just enjoy it. And I think what I like the most is listening to people tell their stories about what you were saying about your blue Acaras, or the short stream that you just did, Arnold, about your two beta males that were fighting for a female. And you didn't jump in the tank, but then again, you got that female male beta to Debbie.
Oh, dear.
And it's all your fault. So it's good to clear that up, right, Marie?
Said nothing.
No,
You know, that is like the 5th time you said I'm not saying nothing, Marie.
So she doesn't want to ring.
You have horses, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but they're old.
Poor things.
What?
They're very well behaved.
Oh, yeah, right. Uh-huh. And
I wanna
Arnold
see
is a saint. I mean, look at the halo. Well, it's being held by the horns, but they're there.
Crying out loud. Oh, that's great.
Oh, dear.
Eduardo's recommending a pole dancing for all. No, it's not about anyone actually doing a pole dancing. I've never in my life been on a. Wait, that's not true. But
Think carefully.
yeah, but I don't want to lie. You know, karma and all that will come back and haunt you. I got the picture and somebody posts it. Anyway, the thing is that you talk about pole dancing, and then here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Foxy's Fishes, I don't know if you know that. They have Christmas in July at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock tonight. Guess what they did? They created animation with mermaid and merman, okay, on a pole dancing thing. Where you think they got the idea from?
Did they?
From literally me joking around in the chat about pole dancing. And then she put her partner, her fiance, in a mermaid outfit or male mermaid outfit, merman outfit, and he's pole dancing. And then if you do a super chat or something like that, if I do it, she'll have him do a pole dance for me in animation with his real life picture on the animation. Haley, explain that to me.
Can't find it.
Oh yeah, you will.
Is it
Foxy's
short?
Fishes. Yeah, they're on
Yeah, I kind of
Thursdays
saw
at
one of them.
7. Thursday nights at 7. Tonight at 7 here in the US. Or 6 in her area, where she's in I think she's in Wisconsin.
Second guys are being called.
Is it one of the shorts?
No,
No.
it's in her lives. It's in her 1 hour lives. She does
Is
it
it
all the
big?
time. Sorry?
Oh, there's loads.
Oh, yeah. She has one every week. But this goes back for months, for 8-9 months. So anyway, what I'm saying, something pops up as a joke, and then Haley someone picks it up, and guess what? It becomes viral. It goes viral. It becomes a theme that they have. You know, like Arnold now will become famous for his 2 male bettas breeding and creating a butch female. Think about that for a second, Arnold. That can promote you billions of views.
Yeah. Oh my God.
There they are, right there.
Good God.
That's them. That's the short for the Christmas in July. Pretty
Very
awesome.
weird.
But I wasn't talking about mermaids. I was actually talking about the pole dancing that they do with the mermaids.
That's
Yep.
really weird.
Fishmas
Christmas.
in July. Thank you, Gordy. He just posted it, so you know. That's going to be today. You guys, I know, what time is 6 p.m. here over there? We are like 6 hours apart from
5
the UK
hours.
and the US. I'm on the East Coast, so.
I don't know.
I think we're about 5 or 6. It's right now. It is almost 5 p.m. here. What time is it there?
10, almost 10.
Yeah. So in about
Yeah, so 5 hours.
yeah. So yeah, we're about you guys are almost at midnight when they come up. But anyway, those are the kind of things I like to share, and those are the things that I love. Yeah, 5 hours for us. Yeah, exactly, Gordy. Because you're in Canada, but you're in the same Eastern timeline that I am. And it's sort of kind of like enjoyable and pleasurable. And yes, Marie, I am completely disappointed with Andy taking Monday and Tuesday off from bingo, because those are 2 less days that I'll be doing morning bingo anymore, because I'll be teaching, and I can't like, okay, class, you go do this. I got a bingo game to play. I can't do that. I teach English as a second language. I cannot do that to the ELL students. They'll be like, oh, we like bingo too, you know, and I'm like, yeah, my boss walks in. So what are you teaching today? Numbers.
Yeah.
Fishy names.
Or
Fishy
fish.
names, you know, that kind of thing. And we're doing it with the proper English from the United Kingdom. You know, or something like that. I don't know. But I can't get away with that. But
No.
thank you, Dave. Thank you, Haley, for allowing me to come up and pop up and smack the heck out of both those two over there. You got the whip. You got that done. So any questions that you would like answered, chat, by all means, ask the panel.
You heard him, chat. Get your questions in.
Eduardo, are you outside?
I am in what we call in Florida the lanai. You know what a lanai? Here, let me see if I can show you some. Okay. Here are some of my tanks in the lanai.
All right.
Those are the ones. This is the one I have to redo with all the hair. This is my platy tank.
Yeah.
Platies in there. That's the Armano, the guppy with the fishies. Those are my brackish. That one is my Larry tail babies that are in there.
Yeah.
Here's my baby tetras. Let me move.
It's like a pot.
This is my tub, and there's the other tub.
I like those.
Those are the tubs, and then this is the one where the cherry barbs are down there somewhere. And then here's my Molly tank with my babies that are growing up. Hold on, let me.
Oh.
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. And then here are my angels. You have the platinum angels. You got black angels. You got my couple of 3-year-old neons. And the plecos, the long fin, blue-eyed plecos that I got from Richard Reynolds just 2 weeks ago. And then that big plant that's been there for years.
Oh, Crinum.
Yes, exactly. You have one too.
I did have. I don't know if I've still got it.
And then also up there are my finches.
Oh,
yeah.
Zebra finches.
So I just had the trellises put in.
Yeah.
All the trellises are there. only because of the hurricane season that we're getting to. Then we have all the plants that I have outside. That one that I cut up, but inside, all the ones I have up there. And then this philodendron is I'm letting it grow so I can take it and cut them and put them in the other tanks as well.
Nice.
And the one thing that I suffer the most is the heat.
Yeah.
But that fan, they're blowing. Well, that one is off because of the sound it makes. But normally that's it. And then those are just the ones that I have out here. In the house is another story.
So you didn't answer my question.
I'm sorry, I didn't. You said?
Are you inside or outside?
Okay. I was just trying to demonstrate. Then again, I'm going to have to physically demonstrate to you because we all know you were born a natural blonde. Okay. That's my front door.
So you're outside. It's a porch.
Yeah, like
it's called the lanai in Florida. Watch the Golden Girls. In Florida, it's called lanai. But yeah, it's
all right.
And then
not conservatory.
This is my outside. And all my plants and all that's there. So yeah, sort of kind of all that stuff.
That's not glass though, is it?
This is my
can't get a word in.
I have an office inside, but if I go to the office, I'm not on YouTube. I'm just working on my lesson plans and actual work. And here, I'm in my natural environment.
Thank God.
Even though I have tanks all over the house, this is my natural environment where I feel best.
Nice.
So, are you outside?
And
That's
how's
not
your
glass,
head?
is it?
Marie, how's your head?
That's not glass, is it?
So you
behind
don't know
behind the trellis.
Never had any complaints?
Help me out, someone.
No, you're the one. Yes. So, but it's sort of kind of outside, but it's not really outside because I am sheltered stuff. Yeah.
Like a porch, like a veranda.
Right, screened. Everything is screened. The three sides of the house in the front is screened, and then I pull a trellis. We just had the trellis put in order for a little bit more privacy, and also because of hurricane season, if it hits anything, it's not going to break the screen and can just come right in. So protection on that side,
Yeah.
But it's also enjoyable because first of all, I can be here for frigging hours. What do you hear?
Dogs barking.
Yeah. You met Ziggy. Remember I put him on the side. Yeah, he does that because he saw me get up and make noise. And then he hears me talking and no one's really responding. So
I like him.
I want to go out. So it's also I come from work, literally put on my mini skirt and tank top, and then just sit here and play bingo, do this, watch videos, do nothing that has to do with work because my aquariums, my birds, they're part of my family, they're part of my hobby. And I love doing those things. And there is no work for water changes. No, I'll bring the hose. I'll do the buckets. I don't care what I have to do. I can't be hauling all that stuff, not because of my age, Marie, but because I had a foot surgery last year. So I can't be hauling a lot of stuff. But I have my partner and I'm like, I need this, I need that, the house partner. And he'll bring the hose and he'll bring the buckets and he'll bring all the RO water. And that's how I do all that. Or I just say, you do it. But every time I do that, I find dead fish.
Oh.
Because they don't know. Yet my best friend, while I was in the hospital last year, I said this before, she came and she goes, I had a table where the where the birds are. I had a table there with all 8 of my shrimp tanks. So she came in, they lowered the water and she took them all and put it in her house. She had a whole wall with just this huge table on it. So now she has them there. They're all breeding yellow, blue, light blue, red, pink fish. I mean, everything's shrimp, and she has them all there breeding. And I go there, and she's like, "Well, you can't take them," and I can't. And she doesn't like me to take any shrimp from the tank because she goes, "Yeah, then you jinx it."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, Marie, she looks just like you too." Everything is no.
I'm sorry.
No. Why are you sorry? You're not older than her, are you? You
Probably.
could be her daughter. Actually, yeah, you probably could be her daughter. But anyway, that's it. Shane, where you moving to is bigger? You're gonna have a bigger fish tank room?
They've got their sound, Shane.
Keep forgetting. I need to put some kind of light on top of this microphone so when I mute it, it comes up and tells me.
Shane, just put a little note on the screen saying your sound is on. Yeah.
No, what I should do is actually, instead of muting the microphone, I should just actually mute it on the app so that you all see that. So yeah, where I'm going is I've actually got an actual outside building, which is about, I reckon it's about 14 feet square.
We got Haley, Dave. There's Eduardo. Look, sitting there. Look at his beautiful face.
Hi. Oh, you're the sane person at Arnold's house. That's right. I saw you live the other day. You gotta have somebody sane, and female, excluding Marie, when there's a fish guy in the room, right, Haley?
What you got to do with Eduardo is just nod and agree.
They will agree because let me clear something out. Shane and I are excluded from this comment, but here's what we do believe: women rule the world, and the only reason you have a fish tank there is because they gave you permission. Period. Ladies, prove me wrong.
Comment.
Yeah, look at the guy. No comment. No, I want to live tomorrow. Yeah, exactly.
I want to sleep in the bed tonight.
She got the house, and I got the shed. That was the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yep. But that's the truth. It's sort of like at home, mommy dearest. If those had mommy dearest mothers like I did, I had a fish tank, and where she wanted. I wanted it in my room. Where do you think she had me put it on?
In the living room. Where
In the friggin' living room, where my other 5 brothers and sisters were making all the noise, all the ruckus, and the fish were literally hiding in the wall. Yep. And then I finally started moving the fish, and I had bedders, and I had a cupboard in the room, and I just had putting bedders in my room, and that's how I would be in my room, and nobody bothered them or me.
And I
See, wait, look what Mickey said. Read it, Marie. Read it out loud. What did Mickey say?
Got told I was allowed.
Period. Conversation over. Correct, ladies? Can't hear you.
I disagree.
And the good thing is that after a while, even though they may not have been interested in the beginning, they become interested. Because when you're doing it right, and the fish aren't dying and you don't smell dead fish or anything like that, and you get babies, they're like, oh my God, look at this, it's so cute. And you got them over, period. And then they'll want their own tanks. And then, of course, you're like, oh, of course, because you get one and I'll get 2. And we'll get another one and you'll get 4. And then you have a whole fish room and they have 4 tanks in the house.
That's kind of what Dave's done.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's logical mathematics right there.
And when
Dave, just look around and count your tanks.
When you've been in the addiction side of the world, multi-tank syndrome, you have to have some justification.
There always has to be balance.
Yeah, here's a better way of saying it. I'm spending $100 a month on my fish food, my fish things, or whatever. And sometimes I'll spend more because I got to get a new heater, I got to get a new light, I got to get a new filter, I got to change this, or I got to change that. There's a crack in the tank. And they're like, you go to your partner and say, oh, look what happened. Well, hurry up. I don't want the fish to die. And then you go and, you buy more than what you should. But anyway, you get permission. And then they're like, here's the women having their conversations with tea and biscuits or cookies in the UK. No, what's it called? Biscuits. Yeah, biscuits. They're having their tea and biscuits. And how's the budget in your house? And the women say, oh, I control everything. Prove me wrong. We work, but they control.
Oh.
And of course, the woman has always been in control.
No.
So, what are you saying? What are you saying?
Where can I spend?
He spends. Mind you, I can't say anything now because I've got the kittens. So I spend about 100 quid a month on the kittens.
Duh! The point being, exactly, Haley, the point being.
Yeah, the balance is there.
So he gets spend it on the fish.
It's not a balance. You need more cats.
Yeah.
No.
And then,
No.
Haley, am I right when you say, okay, honey, this month we need to spend this much on the baby? Okay, so your budget's going to be cut off only to five quid. Okay, you can't spend more than that because we got this to deal with. And then hubby says, Dave will say, okay, hon, and then he'll save more for the following month, which you'll be able to spend twice as much because the issue is solved.
Yeah.
And just someone there in the UK tell me I'm wrong, please.
No comment.
No comment.
There's a phrase
Dave's
here.
just sat there using
Gentlemen,
the pure
you are
American
chicken shit.
terminology.
Okay.
Dave's literally choosing the fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I don't have to. I'm divorced. My daughter lives in another state with my 3 grandchildren, so I don't care.
Did you buy too many fish tanks, Eduardo?
Well, the thing is, she is now engaged to be married to her second husband, and guess what he loves?
Fish tank.
Fish tanks.
Yep. And how many questions have I gotten from my granddaughter? What size tank should I get from my room?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're going to have to ask your mother. Because I'm not gonna cross that border, right, Haley? I can't tell your daughter, ask mommy for this, because you're gonna ask her where you get it from. You say dad, and what's gonna happen to dad? He ain't gonna be sleeping in no bed. He'll be in the doghouse outside. There you go.
Or in the fish.
See, I'm not gonna say anything about
Over
Arnold,
here,
because you can
Eduardo,
tell she
what
dominates
happened
because
there?
she's standing up behind her.
Interested today.
See, over here, we had that thing if you go
I
to
don't have
the
a
ground
fact about anybody. I'm just making an assumption, and the women are just with their eyes batting. Yes, go on. You are 100%. Yes, go on. And that's the truth. I don't even know if it's the truth. Shane, what are you getting?
Pretty much what I was just going to say. Like you were saying with like the grandkids asking you and things like that. It's like going up. You give them advice. They go to mum, and they're like, "Oh, where did you get that from? Oh, from Pop Pop." And then they turn around and say, "Well, in that case, Pop Pop can open his wallet up and go and buy you that."
And what do you think they do? Exactly that. So I'd rather just not say a word. Go ask mom. Mm-hmm. And then what mom will do, my daughter will do, Marianne will say, she'll call me up and goes, okay, she's going to get a 20-gallon, a 29, I think is a 29 tall. She goes, but what kind of fish do you suggest? That's a question that I can answer, And I said, get yourself like some 3 feet tall Oscars. And I say, well, I'll show her some of the stuff that I have. And then I say, listen, I have Peplin Aquatics, so I'll have Kenny G. Anybody that's in the north area of the United States, they have this. Go to their site, see what you like, and let me know, and then I'll have them ship it to you. Don't go to an LFS, and whatever you do, don't go to PetSmart, don't go to Petco, don't go to any major of those things, because you want fish that are healthy and that are bred naturally in an environment that is controlled, not some fish farm where we don't know what chemicals they're using, especially if they come from outside of the United States, like guppies that you look at them, they come from what the Asian countries or the Philippines or the tea country, whatever, and they have all these massive colors, and they get a trio, and you spend $100, and 2 weeks later they're all dead. Now, so go, and then that's the way we've done it all my life. You know, my sister in York, Pennsylvania, when I went up there for an activity for the class, she finally got a tank with, I went to the swap and I found these angels from, can't remember his name, Michael, but I can't remember. Anyway, I saw them, and my sister did what Marie does all the time. All the time. Here, I'm looking at the fish. Whoo, that was mine. I was just looking at it, and she's had that fish now for 2 years, and that tank that she won, and I had nothing to do with that, sort of, kinda, but I did, but I didn't. She won the tank, and then she took away my fish.
Yep.
Right, Haley? Is that what we do?
No.
All right. What fish do you have that's yours that you prefer, Haley? I asked you that. Go ahead.
Oh, the better fish.
Betta?
Better fish, yeah.
Bettas? You like bettas? Okay. Do you have a tank with a betta for yourself?
I've got 3.
Oh. So, okay. Good for you. 3 is good, by the way. 3 is a good amount for bettas. That's excellent. That's superb. That's awesome. And what color are they? Are they all males? Are they all the same, or are they different types?
Yeah, all mine are males. He pinches them to breed them and then puts them back.
Terrible.
I've got a purple and white half moon. He's absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
And then the placat Nemo Koi, he's like orange, blue, and white. He's lovely as well. And then the Betta and Bellis, which is like a turquoisey green colour and red, and it's got like little white tips on its fins. It's so cute.
And you're happy with them, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's
And that satisfies for now. We'll add that clause there just in case. You never know what tomorrow might bring. But for now, that satisfies your aquarium hobby, correct? And your love for the fish.
Yeah.
And then Dave can do whatever the heck he wants as long as he doesn't wet the floor, leave the place dirty, or start bringing fish tanks in the kitchen, right?
He still does that, and what can I say? I can't say anything because I do the same thing.
Oh yeah, right. You're taking the Maurice thing. I'm gonna stay quiet. Yeah. But that's the way I think it is anyway, and I think that's what's worth it, because when you have your partner in your hobby, not that they intervene, but that at least they enjoy the fact that we are enjoying our hobby. You know, it's something to do. He's not out drinking with the buddies every week, right? He's at home dealing with the fish, right? Not Arnold, because we know he goes pole dancing every night. But, you know, everybody else is pretty much stable at home. And isn't that what we love? Instead of, I mean, sure, he does take you out to dinner, right, Haley?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Okay. I mean, he has to pay sometimes a lot of stuff. Right. But, you know, and I mean, you can go out, we go to work, we go do our lives, but we come home and we share the time, even though we're not necessarily near them, but we're there. We're close enough to say, he's home, he's safe. There's a thunderstorm. there's a hurricane, horrible traffic, the violence in the world right now, everything that's going on. You know what? Haley would say, my hubby's in the back room working with his little fishies. We're safe. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike Marie, who has to go out for pizza.
Or coffee.
Last pizza. I had
Or
Chinese today.
coffee. Uh-huh. You know, but I think that's the fun part. You know, there's where the joy and the camaraderie comes together. And I mean, look at this, Haley. I'm looking at you from all the way from Southwest Florida. Literally the kitchen hell. Oh, and he turned it off. Kitchen hell of, in Florida here. It's hot as hell. You guys are cold now, right? The weather's temperatures over the changing.
I've been to Florida.
Summer here.
You have. But
Yeah,
with Haley?
No, when I was younger, I went to Orlando and to Miami.
Oh, you went to the tourist trap area. Yeah. I'm literally on the opposite side. I'm on the Gulf Coast side.
Yeah.
I'm on that side, yeah. But yeah, I don't like Miami that much because of all the immigrants that we have gotten.
Yeah, it's hot as hell though. Like super.
Yeah,
huge.
they're called United Kingdom citizens. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you were here, but Haley, it's wonderful. I mean, you got the season. So, are you planning on coming down again, Dave?
I'd love to come back. Yeah. I want to tour it. I want to tour America a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Nick Mann from Simple Fishkeeping.
Yeah.
In Australia. He was here in February, and I've been watching him for like 7 years.
Yes.
And he came here with he was staying with the Garden of Eden. They were doing a swap up there, and Richard, his partner, and I and Nathan Hovey, you know him. We drove up, and we met him. We stayed in the same hotel with them, and had a wonderful tour with them, and had a one-on-one with them. It was wonderful. I mean, and of course, you're talking someone who's younger than my eldest grandson.
Yeah.
So it's sort of kind of like, wow. And he's been into fish keeping since he left his mother's nipple.
That's true.
That's true. Pretty much.
That's not offensive, is it?
Nope.
No.
Or should I say, and stop drinking breast milk? I'm not sure if that's all right. Same thing. In here, it's sort of kind of just saying, since he was a child and no longer needed it, he was a hobbyist.
Is that Jacob's question there?
It's about an hour ago he asked that.
Is it?
Question.
Asking.
Yeah, it's an Oscar fish. So there's 2 Oscars there. I'm not sure which way.
How stupid.
So this is Ghost, the white one, and then there's Phantom, the black Oscar. I'm not sure how you switch the camera around, but
Can we see them again?
It's awkward to switch the cameras around on StreamYard. I don't think you can.
Oh
no, who said it? Who said it?
Just hold it closer.
I think.
Yeah, Jacob.
Is it?
Yeah. It's totally like it moves the opposite way, which is really weird.
It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, that's because when you go to set it up, when you go into your camera settings before you join the studio, go up to camera setting and you'll see mirror image.
Oh yeah.
Make sure that's clicked on, and when you point left, it will show left.
Oh, you're talking about small 16. Yeah, he asked about Haley's hairdo design that's right above her head. Yeah, those are the big Oscars you were showing. I think that's the albino one right behind your head.
It's not
literally right
it's
here.
not albino. It's I can't remember the name of it. When it's not albino, it doesn't have the eyes, but it's white.
So it's just a red. It's a red Oscar.
No, it's got a name.
You have a regular one.
You mean a Lewistic?
Lewistic.
Yeah.
Lewistic. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of them. And then the black one's just a black tiger Oscar.
Yeah, the tiger Oscar, and they're amazing.
Beautiful.
Amazing. But again, the deceptiveness of Oscars. You know how many times I sold Oscars when I was 14, 15, 16 years old because they came about 1.5 inches, and little did they know, or even I at the time, that they need a 2,000-gallon tank, to live with Arnold.
For crying out loud.
Right, guys, I'm going to have to cut the stream off because me and Hale's got work in the morning. And I'm really tired. I've had a long day, so thanks for everyone that's on the panel for joining in. Thanks for everyone in the comment section. I really appreciate you jumping on.
Thank you very much.
Bada, for all your knowledge there. Yeah, it's been great. So thank you very much. Cheers, Arnold, for setting up StreamYard to get us all on there. It's been brilliant. So we'll set up some more live streams, hopefully in the future, and hopefully you're all involved. So take care, guys. Peace out.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Chad. See you guys later somewhere.
Yeah, see you later.